road trip. Hey real dealers, this is Charles Blair, the mad scientist, and I'm with
Agent Cory Banks, Realtor 007.
And guys, we are on the way to the outskirts of Washington DC right now, and I'm going to meet up with one of my mastermind students, Mr. Frank Olington. Now, the reason for this visit is we're going to do a walkthrough of a deal that he just closed on last Friday. And the reason why I really wanted to explain this case study to you guys is the fact that this deal had so many different twists and turns with it. First of all, it took 7 months to finally go to closing. It had a combination of starting out as a short sale, and then we wound up doing a joint venture agreement with the seller. In essence, we made the seller a partner in the deal. And I'm going to break down exactly how that process works, because that's a fantastic transaction engineering strategy that I taught my students, how you could bring your actual owner in on the deal, partner on the deal, and what it will allow you to do is to not have to worry about seasoning, because the property stays in the name of the seller, and you're able to not deal with seasoning issues that we often do when we go on title. Now, we're going to go over the numbers once we get to the property, but I do want you to understand that this deal is a work of art. And what I'm saying by that is that not every strategy that you do in this business is going to be wholesaling, rehabbing, buying and holding. If you really want to eat in this business, you have to become a transaction engineer. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree.
Now, why would you agree?
Because you have multiple strategies, and if you're a one-trick pony, I don't know what to tell you.
If you're a one-trick pony, that horse may wind up being used for glue. And that means that you won't be riding any horses anymore. You'll be stuck on the sideline, not doing the business.
That was good. That was good.
I made that up right at the top of my head.
That was good. Yeah.
So, with that being said, stand by. We're going to take a ride and enjoy the numbers that count on this beautiful, and I have to say, beautiful structured deal. Hey guys, this is Charles Blair, the mad scientist, and I am with
Franklin.
And Franklin is one of my mastermind students, and we are in a great area outside of Washington. What's this, PG County?
Yes.
And it's Hyattsville to be exact, and we have another beautiful deal that we're breaking down. As a matter of fact, this deal had so many intricacies. Why did you choose this area to begin with?
This area is an up-and-coming area, and also like maybe 10 minutes away from Washington, D.C.
So you're just 10 minutes away from D.C. You're 20 minutes away from Fashion Center at Pentagon City Mall. That means you're about 15 minutes away from Union Square. So you're pretty much near everything.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, how was this deal found?
This deal was found through a postcard mailer.
Okay, so this is a deal that was done by way of direct mail.
Yes.
Okay, so he did a zip code search inside of MOJO, and that's how he actually found this list, and that's when the fun started. So we're gonna go ahead inside and show you guys the number that count, but first and foremost, take a look at this neighborhood. Okay, let's go inside and go over the numbers that counts.
I don't wanna feel it. Yeah. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. Ooh. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted. I told her one more and she heard me say you quit or she dipping. Yeah, yeah. I don't want pain no more. I don't want no more pain. I can go see no way. Look at that with no pain. See the rain coming down, but it is not purple today. Came a long way from stacking and rolling that change. And all I ever wanted was some real love. Then ice hit on my heart, I watched it build up. My bro, he stayed with Tuesday Bob to build up. And I feel inside, don't wanna feel it. Yeah. So I pour up inside my cup and I just sip till I can't feel it. I know it won't solve my problem, but I know it makes a difference. One more sip and I'ma fix it. Out my body when I'm tempted. I told her one more and she heard me say you quit or she dipping. Yeah, let me do my thing. Got them greens and pinks.
Now guys, as you can see, this house needs a lot of work. We're gonna go over the numbers, but most importantly, the paperwork and the deal structure that allowed this deal to come through. Now, originally, this deal was done by way of a short sale, right?
Yes, we started out with a short sale.
I remember the discussing of this deal, and we just said, okay, let's see if we can make this work. What changed from doing a short sale to a seller joint venture agreement? Why did we go in that direction?
The pandemic. The value just skyrocketed. So it went from no value to a whole lot of value.
And when you have a situation like this, guys, you want to make sure that you can be flexible, because the seller is just as knowledgeable, or can be just as knowledgeable as you are. When the seller discovered that the actual value had increased, then we had to step back and say, okay, let's try a different approach. And that's where we came in with the joint venture.
Yes.
Now, when you're doing a joint venture with a homeowner, you have to make this a win-win for both of you guys. Now, what's the advantage of doing a joint venture is this. You have that homeowner who is actually going to be a partner with you in the deal. That's one advantage. Two, the homeowner can get more money out of the deal, and that's exactly what the homeowner wanted.
Yes.
So they went from a point of this dollar amount to, hold up, the value went up a little higher. Can I get a little bit more? So we had to step back. Don't get caught in that, well, you said this, we're going to stick with this. The key to this deal is the numbers. Yeah. And if the numbers work, give the seller what they want. In this situation, the numbers worked so that we were able to give the seller more money out of the actual deal because they became a joint venture. Not to mention, that allows us to save a lot in closing costs and so on. Because when you're doing a joint venture agreement, you don't have to worry about your formal closing on the front end. You're just doing a joint venture agreement, and you're also doing a power of attorney, and you're also doing a deed so that we can cover the repair costs.
Yes.
So in other words, the homeowner became a partner in this deal. Repair cost is how much?
Repair cost is about 40 to 45,000.
We're at 45,000 on repair costs. We're at an acquisition price of 190.
Yes.
So we got it under contract for 180, and then you're going to give the homeowner another 50,000.
Yes.
Now think in terms of deal structure. You want that homeowner to stay in this process, because remember, it's a joint venture deal. So in order to get that homeowner to stay in the process, you want to make an incentive there so that that homeowner won't go anywhere. So the reason why we did this was we structured it. The homeowner's getting 25,000 at closing, which was last week.
Yes.
And they're going to get another 25,000 when the house fixes up and sells. That way, we know we got the participation of the homeowner all the way through the end of the deal.
Yes.
We've also saved in a situation where we're dealing with seasoning. There's no seasoning issues on this deal because the property still stays in the name of the homeowner. So we don't have to worry about any seasoning, 90 days, or double appraisers when you're dealing with a situation that you would normally do with a subject to.
That's true.
That's the reason why I love this joint venture close as another strategy that you guys can do. So let's break down the numbers one more time, and you'll see how happy Frank is going to smile when you hear these final numbers. So we got an actual purchase price of 190,000. We got an actual rehab cost of 45,000 for rehab. We got an actual seller is getting how much? 50,000. That takes us up to a total of 285,000 on a value of how much? 415, which means Frank is going to take a lot of ladies out when this property's closed. So we're looking at a total of 295,000 with a spread between 295 and 415. That's $120,000 gross. He's going to put in his pocket at least 90,000, and that's a win-win for everybody. The homeowner's getting 50, Frank is getting 90. Frank is also having the most risk because he's also putting in a total of 45 for rehab. So that's why Frank's profit is bigger, and that's why Frank is going to be a happy guy.
That's fantastic.
How many deals, or should I say, how many more deals do you have in the hopper that you're working on right now as one of the mastermind members?
Probably I have about 2 more deals I'm working on. So yeah, this is serious. I mean, I've done so many deals subject to master lease, now a regular rehab and a JV. I mean, the list goes on and on. These are things I didn't even know that can be done. I just thought it was just a regular, either buy it and fix it and that's it. There's no other way. You know, short sales, I mean, I'm doing it all.
So we're talking about being a transaction engineer, and here's the best part, guys. Frank is doing all of this as a mastermind member, having a full-time job. Yeah. So he's not doing real estate full-time, but yet 1-2 deals is covering your whole year income you make doing your full-time job.
Yes, it is.
You're doing in 1-2 deals.
You're right. It's crazy.
I know. So this is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, with
Franklin,
and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.